From Colorado's news leader, this is 9 News at 7 a.m.
Shopping online is convenient. You don't have to pay sales taxes in a lot of cases, but some experts say the few dollars you save just could cost you and your neighbors more in the end. So joining me now to talk more about this is Michael P. Kercheval. I'm hoping I'm saying your last name right, Michael. Thank you. You're the President and Chief Executive Officer of the International Council of Shopping Centers. Good morning.
Good morning, Taronda, and I just want to say it's nice to be back in my native state of Colorado.
Oh, well, we're so glad to have you. And this is a really important topic because online retail sales are around $143 billion a year. Really popular way for a lot of us to shop. So what's the problem with this?
Well, the problem, and I think you mentioned it at the outset, is sales taxes are due from the purchasers, whether you buy something in a local store or whether you buy it from an out-of-state online-only retailer. And the problem has been consumers haven't been paying those sales taxes. Not that they're not due, but it's been very complicated for them to figure out how to compute them, how to file them, even where to mail the money in. And those taxes are due. What we're looking at now is some federal legislation that actually will get the federal government, ironically, out of the way and allow the states the right to require out-of-state online-only retailers to collect sales taxes from consumers when they're purchasing items in Colorado, rather than the consumers themselves having to figure out how to pay those sales taxes.
And I'm sorry, Michael. I want to make sure, just in case someone is listening and saying, wow, I just purchased something, is someone going to come looking for me for sales tax money? Would that happen?
Absolutely. And it's happening in a number of states across the United States. We estimate from studies done by the University of Tennessee that Colorado this year is going to lose $353 million in sales tax revenues that should be paid and are owed. So clearly states are going after consumers to get those sales taxes which are due.
Is there
this legislation simplifies it.
Excuse me. Is there a way that in the meantime shoppers can maybe figure out what they owe and figure out where to send it?
Well, it's very complicated. I think the more important thing is this legislation, it's not a matter of if this is going to pass, it's a matter of when this is going to pass, and it may be after Congress comes back shortly or early on next year. That will simplify it for consumers. Then the retailers themselves will be collecting that sales tax from the consumers, so the consumer won't have to worry about that in the future. In the meantime, it is very, very complicated.
Wow, it certainly is. And we thank you so much for giving us this advice, Michael. This is definitely something that's worthwhile that we need to know about.
Well, thank you. And thank you for taking up this issue, because it's important to our communities, it's important to jobs. Retail sales is very important to Colorado, and the real estate is important to Colorado. And this issue will help level the playing field between the brick and mortar stores and the online retailers and maintain that fine fabric of our community.
Okay, Michael, thank you so much. We'll continue to follow this legislation and the debate that comes along with it. Time now for another check of the traffic with